Hey everybody, welcome to Let's Just Say It's a Discord. I don't know what's going on. I'm trying to do shit. It's Happy St. Patrick's Day. Yeah. 80, whatever.
I got a tiny bit of green on my shirt, so I'm fine.
I have my Invisibeers.
Rolling rocks.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
My eyes are green. Does that count?
I feel like in the rare instances where that comes up, the people are just like, that's cheating.
Yeah,
Like,
whatever.
genetics is cheating? Fuck you. You're just jealous.
I'm Irish. Fuck it.
In fact, I'd say that you're green with envy. Oh, I'm gonna kill myself for that one.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Yep. I just need to find something sufficient.
Well, let me send you a very nice instructional song video on how to tie a noose.
God damn it, it was working earlier. Why is it not working now?
I don't know. Fuck it. Don't even worry about it. I'm fine with just being on Twitch. It's okay. It's less chats to look at.
Yeah, I'll deal with this shit later.
Yeah, we can do some testing later on. I did see that you had like some minute long or like 17-second long test streams earlier.
Yeah, it worked earlier.
Fuck it.
Fuck it, do it live.
It always works when you don't need it to.
I'm super excited today because I'm finally getting my N64 controller for the Switch. Yeah,
that's pretty cool.
I love that.
Yeah, I've been trying to get one for years and years, and my cousin got me one, and he's bringing it over today. He also got one for himself, so we're gonna play some GoldenEye later. Fucking
nice.
Yes. Yeah. How could I be immersed in nostalgia without getting the controller? And Nintendo's been really shitty about the controllers because they make a bunch, they throw them up on the website for sale, and then they're gone like the same day. And then I think they made a shit ton recently though, because I think they're still available. Rimshee, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Why? Are you trying to be like a therapy gecko or something?
No.
Alright, whatever.
I've been making one out of trash, so when the apocalypse happens, I can hide in piles of trash.
Well, yeah.
The mesh face fell out of this one, so fuck it.
When the apocalypse happens, I just have to make it to Eastern Washington, and then I'm set. I don't have to worry about shit.
Yeah, we had a discussion along these lines in a previous episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of the benefits of growing up in a small farm town is you know everybody with a bunch of land and a bunch of guns.
Yeah. Well, the issue isn't having all the guns. The issue is having all the ammo to supply those guns. If you don't have the ammo, it don't matter how many guns you have.
They got it. Plus, they also have farming knowledge, so food's done. Yeah.
Man, this thing is being dumb. It says excellent connection, but it's not starting the goddamn stream.
Nah, whatever. Fuck it. Fuck YouTube.
Worked earlier.
He tries so hard.
And got nowhere. But in the end, it didn't even matter.
I guess that's a good enough segue. Speaking of loss,
I don't know what you're segueing to.
So, I intended to bring it up last week, but my
Oh.
power got knocked out, and I wasn't able to actually do the show. I swear, by the time my power kicked back on, it was like sometime after 6 o'clock, and I'm like, oh, you bastard.
Oh, like right at the show end? Like...
Yeah, I was so upset. Like,
That's fucking great.
bullshit.
We had a pretty good time without you. It's fine.
Yeah, I heard Bar showed up.
Yeah, we were talking about drug legalization and stuff, so got to bring in the Portuguese.
Yeah.
Which, funny enough,
But,
came up that next Monday at work.
Really? How so?
Oh, we were talking about how stupid the Oregon law was, and how it was being repealed, and how stupid that ultimately was.
Base level, it was good. Implementation was awful.
Yeah, exactly. Well, how stupid their current actions really are.
Mm. Yeah. Sir, since you weren't here, I'll just give you the cliff notes. Oregon is recriminalizing drugs that they decriminalized. That article that we covered a while back.
Yeah, I saw that.
And then, yeah, because they didn't put any like background infrastructure to help people with drug addiction problems, and so everybody's just like overdosing everywhere. Essentially, is what's going on.
Yeah, so, it's just a classic case of, like, government institutes a program, doesn't actually support the program instituted, cancels the program after it fails, and it's just like, well, it wasn't our fault. Clearly, this just wasn't the right course of action.
Yeah, but it's entirely their fault, because you need to...
That only happens on occasion. Sometimes they go, we didn't go hard enough, and they go further on said action, pushing it further into damage.
Yeah, it's...
further and further into failure.
Well, my point there was never take responsibility.
Oh, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Why would you? It's not your fault.
No
It's
point.
all the fucking plebs that voted for you's fault. Why won't they do what you tell them to?
Hey, we voted to decriminalize all the drugs, with the caveat of having good rehab programs and things like that. Well, we'll do the decriminalize all the drugs, but everything else, nah, fuck it.
Yeah, that sounds hard.
Yeah.
That would require work.
And money.
No. Yeah.
Money that I could be using
to
to fund my drug habit and pay for my trips to Bermuda.
All the money that we're saving from not arresting everybody that has drugs. Like, we couldn't possibly put that into some sort of program. All the money that we're making from legalized marijuana, we couldn't possibly take any of those hundreds of millions of dollars and put it into rehab programs since we decriminalized drugs. No, none of that's possible. Fucking... You know what it does? Pisses me off. Mm-hmm.
Piss me right the fuck off.
Yeah, pisses me right the fuck off. Anyway, sir, we kind of detracted from what you were going to bring up.
No, that's alright. But yeah, last week we unfortunately lost Akira Toriyama.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Funny enough, Mexican cartel activity took an abrupt nosedive. And there were homegrown parades in his honor in Mexico.
Really? I didn't even know about that. Makes sense, though.
I saw at least
Mexicans
one.
are super into anime. So, like, I'm not surprised, but I just didn't hear about it.
It's funny. It's very funny.
For those that don't know, Akira Toriyama is the guy that created Dragon Ball.
Yep.
Side note related to both of these. Things. Anytime a new Dragon Ball episode comes out, or Dragon Ball Z or Super or whatever it is now comes out, cartel activity slows in Mexico because all the cartel members are watching. Goku
You know why? 'Cause
is
Dragon Ball's awesome.
Goku is the fictional character that has saved the most real lives.
Ooh, that's an interesting take. I like it.
Tell me I'm
Yeah,
wrong.
My introduction to the Dragon Ball universe was my Japanese friend that lived like a block away from me, hanging out at his place, and he had a whole like box set of VHSs for like original Dragon Ball, not even Dragon Ball Z. It's like, what are those?
Oh, Dragon Ball's pretty cool.
I kind of like Dragon Ball more than Dragon Ball Z, to be honest. Because it's just funnier.
That's an opinion
That's a
that's
fair
becoming
assessment.
more popular as like days and years go by. Because
Dragon Ball Z is
Dragon
still
Ball-
great, but
Yeah.
Dragon Ball was more story and joke oriented.
Dragon Ball kept it, for lack of a better term, more realistic.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, Master Roshi still blows up the moon, but
Yeah, and I mean, Goku's just a kid with a tail that when he looks at the moon turns into a giant fucking gorilla, but, you know, whatever.
that's why Master Roshi blew up the moon. But
Oh, that one
Yeah.
big character just wished, when they got all the Dragon Balls, he wished for a pair of underwear. It's one of my
Wow.
favorite scenes in the whole fucking thing.
Let's be honest. If pigs were able to speak, that's exactly what they'd wish for. Panties!
Yeah.
The
No, it wasn't
opposite
even
reaction.
panties. It was a pair of underwear for himself.
yeah,
Like,
the other people's reaction is just like, "You motherfucker!"
you just wasted a wish. You could have wished for anything. So I panicked. Sorry. Like,
And the thing is, like, because the Dragon Balls, they scatter after that,
Yeah.
and even if you could immediately find them again, they're useless for a year.
yeah. They look like regular rocks for like a full year, and then they turn back into their Dragon Ball form. It's like the end of that episode was just hilarious to me. It's like they're just like, "Are you fucking kidding me? You could have wished for anything. You wished for a pair of underwear." Yeah, that's kind of why I like Dragon Ball more, is because there's like little funny moments like that.
Yeah, also in Dragon Ball Z, like, once, like, you know, Namek got introduced, and it's like, oh yeah, we got Dragon Balls too, only they're the size of fucking bowling balls in our dragon, and on top of looking yoked as fuck. Like,
Yeah.
he could grant 3 fucking wishes.
Yeah, and then I did also like Dragon Ball GT, because that's when they introduced Super Saiyan
That's
4.
controversial.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I'm
Well,
getting there.
once you started getting Super Saiyan added, that's why Dragon Ball Z is so bizarre. Oh yeah, now not only can you turn into a big ass fucking ape, now you can turn into a big ass fucking ape, but you could also turn into this super powerful humanoid. What happens if we do both?
Yeah, that's Super Saiyan 4. But I really liked Pan, and and
I will
when
say-
Goku, when Goku got turned into a kid again, like Pan and Goku's like interactions, those were fun. I don't know, I liked them. It reminded me
say,
of
though-
the original Dragon Ball.
Yeah. Well, I think a lot of the reason why people didn't like GT is like, well, for one, the villains aren't great. Like the best one you get is Baby.
Yeah, Baby Vegeta. Like,
Yeah, like Super Shenron, the real final villain of the series, is kind of lame.
the villains suck, but I liked a lot of the characters.
But also because most people that went into Dragon Ball GT grew up on Dragon Ball Z, had never seen Dragon Ball.
Yeah.
So it was very tonally confusing to them.
I'm what they call a real one. I started with Dragon Ball, and then went to Dragon Ball Z, and then I saw GT, and then I saw Dragon Ball GT before it was in America. Because Japanese friend.
Yeah, Dragon Ball GT is now considered not canon anymore, but
whatever. Also, I really like the look of Super Saiyan 4. I don't know
what I was going to say. People can fight me on this if they want to. Super Saiyan 4 is a way more interesting transformation than Super Saiyan Blue. Fuck you.
Oh, Super Saiyan Blue sucks.
It's like, but Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan, which is what Super Saiyan Blue is.
Yeah, but like, even
it's like it's more powerful.
3,
it's like I don't care. It's just a color shift.
Super Saiyan 3 fucking sucks. Oh, you magically just grew hair down to your ankles? Congratulations. Super Saiyan 3 sucks. Super Saiyan 4 is where it's at. It's dope. You got tail back. 3, you're like part gorilla. You're cool. It looks
Super
dope.
Saiyan 3, like, you are so big at that point. It's just like, God, it must hurt to be you.
Yeah.
Fuck, how do you move?
It wasn't that Super Saiyan 2?
Looks exactly the same as Super Saiyan 1. Super Saiyan 2 looks exactly the same as Super Saiyan 1. Your hair's maybe a little spikier.
There's a difference.
I thought Super Saiyan 2 was the yoked one where you've got all the strength but none of the speed, so they kind of just threw that in there and went straight to Super Saiyan 3.
Okay,
which...
so I can't remember. I can't believe I remember this shit. But what it was is that for a while there was just Super Saiyan, but like then there was the Super Saiyan like +2, which is basically just Super Saiyan, but like
oh hey, now we're working on YouTube.
But you're more bulked up.
Hey, Scully.
It was Goku and Gohan that actually unlocked the true Super Saiyan 2, where it's like it's a power above Super Saiyan, but like you don't get all like bulked up like the +2 version.
Mm-hmm.
So you still have the agility and shit.
Yeah.
Also, Super Saiyan 2 was easier to maintain.
Yeah.
Like you didn't constantly have an aura around you like Super Saiyan usually does. It's just like, oh, your hair's kind of a light yellow color now.
Yeah.
See, I never saw Dragon Ball, but I can say I saw Naruto.
Yeah, like Super Saiyan 2, like their hair is almost white. It's like that's how light the yellow is.
Yeah. But I mean, yeah, not much difference. Super Saiyan 3, they suddenly have extra long hair that goes down to their ankles.
As I said, they're so massive, it's like, how do you even move?
And then,
only Goku did it, and it like took him 10 minutes of screaming to do it.
Yeah. Well, it took him 3 episodes of screaming.
I know.
Let's be fair.
I know.
That's how that show worked.
But it's like, it was like, like if you were to put it like back to back, like all the power up clips, it's like 10 continuous minutes of screaming.
Yeah.
It's just like this. That's when Dragon Ball Z was getting into. It's just like, okay, this shit's just ridiculous now.
Next time on Dragon Ball Z, will Goku actually reach Super Saiyan 3? We'll find out next time. Next episode, just Goku screaming, and then it cuts away to other people doing shit.
Honestly, after the Cell saga, Dragon Ball just kind of went off a cliff as far as I'm concerned.
I don't know. I really like the Buu saga.
I like aspects of the Boo saga.
Yeah.
Because like there was that
Majin
whole
Vegeta
build-up
was
thing
really
with
cool.
Gohan and the sword that ended up amounting to fucking nothing.
Oh, we have some viewing on YouTube.
Oh, do it?
That's probably you, isn't it?
No, I don't even have the
We have
YouTube up
some
yet.
viewing on YouTube. That's
Hey,
probably you,
YouTubes.
isn't it? Oh, they left.
No, like
Oh.
the culmination of the Boo saga is just like it's the only time in the history of the show where the Spirit Bomb actually fucking did something.
Yeah, I just liked the. I just liked Boo like as a villain. I think it was a really fun villain.
Yeah, he definitely had the most forms.
Yeah.
Although I feel like Super Boo probably should have been the final one, because Kid Boo was a little underwhelming after that.
Yeah, but that show is also about like kids being the yeah, that was a part of the series where like kids were like super powerful for some reason.
And then you have like the ending bit where like Goku goes to like the World Martial Arts tournament to find like the child who like inherited like Boo's spirit, like the uncorrupted version of it.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember that kid's name. But yeah, Akira Toriyama, he was massively instrumental in growing the popularity of manga as an art form.
Yeah, he's the reason why manga and anime is so popular in the West now. It's not.
Well, yeah, because like Dragon Ball Z, when it hit American shores back in like the 80s, it's just like, whoa, what the fuck is this shit?
Yeah.
And, you know, there's a lot of mangaka who would never have made it big, never would have been given the shot if like Dragon Ball Z had gotten as big as it did.
Yeah, if it wasn't for Dragon Ball Z, we wouldn't have One Piece. We wouldn't have
You know, like Bleach, Naruto.
So you're
Cowboy
saying the world
Bebop.
would be a better place? Up until you said that.
We wouldn't have Cowboy Bebop. We wouldn't have Death Note.
Well, those aren't quite the same genre.
They're not the same genre, but nobody would be interested in that.
It would
Dragon
probably
Ball
be a
Z
Japan-only
is
sort of thing.
Dragon Ball Z is what really launched shonen as a major genre, like the dominant genre in manga.
Yeah.
Well, shonen is just basically boys' anime.
And unfortunately, he wasn't that old either.
How old was he?
I think
he was in his
like
50s.
68.
Hmm.
Yeah.
But, you know, mangaka, unfortunately, they tend to lead kind of short lives. Because of the massive amount of stress that they are under.
Yeah. It's fair enough. Anyways, rest in peace. Cheers to you. If there's an
Yeah,
afterlife,
thanks for all the
I
memories,
hope you're in a
man.
good one.
Thanks for all the memories.
Yeah. Yep,
I have another
still-
topic, but let's get into something that Jables has.
Which one? I got a few things.
You said something about home amputation?
I'm not feeling that right now.
That's something that Piccolo had happen to him more than once. It's like, oh, your arm's gone, and blah, just grow a new one.
Oh, here's something. It's just a this is just a gripe that I have that's going on in my neighborhood.
Hmm.
So, at my local pizza place / bar, in the bathrooms, they put up, every once in a while, they put up like a road sign, and it's heavily implied it's okay to like graffiti on it and shit.
Uh-huh.
And so people do that. And then like a week or two ago, somebody came in and did a bunch of like Biden did that stickers just all over the fucking thing, and it kind of ruined it. It just makes it annoying looking. Like there's literally about 20 stickers on the fucking thing. And
Yeah, if you're gonna do those stickers, like you need to keep it to like one, and have
One
it
or
strategically
two.
placed.
Yeah. Place them on like gas pumps, whatever. I don't give a fuck.
Oh, they're funny as
But
fuck.
if you're
on
just
gas pumps.
if you're just littering like this whole like community art thing, which is just like people taking a piss and doing a little bit of graffiti when they want to, then like it's just fucking annoying at that point. It's not.
Well, here's the
It's not fun
question.
anymore.
Here's the question, and it's unfortunately something that has to be asked every time politics gets brought in. Is it possible that it's someone who dislikes those stickers trying to turn a community against those stickers? Not that I don't think your community's already against those stickers, Jables. You are in Seattle.
fucking Seattle. No, I don't think it's that. I think it's just somebody being dumb and not even thinking about like that. Like that whole thing, the entire community has graffitied on it, including me. I put my dick initials on there a few times. And yeah, they're just not thinking about like bigger picture shit. Like it was cool, and then you put all those stickers up, and now it looks just lame as fuck.
You can even say that it's low energy.
Yeah, no, it's like that guy that came on to troll us that one time.
Yeah.
And he just popped in, didn't talk to us at all, and then said the N-word, and then we booted him.
Low energy, lazy.
Yeah,
I do
it's
feel
not,
like we're giving him a little too much attention now.
I don't fucking care.
I forgot he existed, to be honest. Until you brought him up, I forgot he existed.
No, I still see the reply tweet to that show announcement when I'm called a racist.
You almost said a very different word there.
Yeah. No, I didn't.
There's a bit of a P in there for just a slight second.
What? Like a P?
Moving on.
No, I'm trying to think what slur starts with a P.
Oh, not a slur. And it
pussy?
doesn't start with a P. Switch out the C for a P.
My point is that you said racist,
Oh,
but
rapist.
you almost slurred. You almost slurred it into that.
No. No, I was. Yeah, I think the guy that was replying to the announcement tweet is also the guy that came on that tried to call us racist.
Oh yeah, I pretty much called that
Yeah.
immediately.
Yeah, same.
And I think I responded well though. I was like, nice try. That's not what happened.
Because I said it's like, if it had been me, it's like, dude, I know it's you.
Yeah.
Are you mad? You seem bad.
Yeah.
Are you butthurt?
But I also think the funniest part is I've never denied being racist throughout that entire interaction. Because this is just like my own thoughts. I'm not the person that can judge whether or not I'm racist.
Well, like, the most I will ever admit to is that I definitely have prejudices.
Oh yeah. Well, so that Shane Gillis bit, his whole bit was like some friend of his posted on Twitter like, I'm not racist, and he's like, racism isn't like a black and white yes or no thing. It's like, yeah, you're not racist now. It's kind of like being hungry. You're not hungry.
It's not
now.
a black or white thing.
Yeah, it's not a yes or no, black or white thing. It's kind of like being
it's
hungry.
yellow or brown.
It's kind of like being hungry. You're not hungry now. But if a cheeseburger cuts you off on the highway, you know, I don't know.
I don't know. At that point, I'd be impressed. It's just like, man, that is one talented stack of beef.
Yeah.
What if it was just a dude eating a cheeseburger? Then what?
Oh, then he's a fat fuck.
Regardless, they cut you off on the highway, and then
it's like,
you know?
I'm mad that he cut me off, and now I want that cheeseburger. So I'm extra mad.
I kind of want a cheeseburger now.
Whose fault is that, Jables?
I think we all do.
Mine. I brought it up. By the way,
Who's to blame?
I've been doing Factor meals for like 3 weeks now.
Are we now supported by Factor?
No.
No.
Then fuck off with that
sponsored.
shit.
Oh no, I'm kind of digging it.
What the hell is a Factor meal?
So
It's
Factor
like
is
Soylent
just like-
Green.
No, it's not. It's fucking. No,
It's made out of people?
Yep.
I wish. It's
No, he wants that Texas horse vagina.
no, it's so Factor is just like a meal service thing. They just send you a bunch of meals and.
Are they pre-cooked and then you like throw them in an oven, or are they like you have to cook them yourself?
They're pre-cooked, not frozen, by the way. I want to be specific on that.
So it's microwave.
Yeah. Yeah, so you can microwave. You're basically eating leftovers, you know.
So like the restaurants, they all like scoop their leftovers into a thing and then they turn it into like a steak and some potatoes?
No, that's not what
Okay.
happens.
Okay, good.
No,
No, they have somebody. They have people that make all of the food, and then they package it up, refrigerate it, and ship
I
it
got
out.
you.
But yeah,
it's pre-made meals that are not frozen that you just heat up.
yeah.
They had a thing, I used it so Nikki would learn how to cook, and he did a really good job with it too. It's called HelloFresh.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of like HelloFresh, except it's already prepared for you in package.
Yeah, I'm getting it now. It just took me a minute to wrap my down.
It's the same idea. It's just for people who are lazier.
Yep.
Like
Exactly.
Jables.
Yeah. It's really, I just don't like to do dishes. Cooking just creates more dishes.
I do understand that because I can be pretty bad about procrastinating on my dishes.
Yeah.
It's like I can do it tomorrow, and then it's like You do it next week.
That's what a dishwasher is for when they're not
I
leaking.
don't have one.
Well, I don't have one.
If I had a dishwasher, I'd probably be doing HelloFresh. So I actually like cook food. But, you know, since I don't have a dishwasher, fuck it.
They do make
It's
portable
not-
dishwashers, but the thing is
Skull.
they're not that great.
Skull, it's not someone else's leftovers.
great.
When I say leftovers, I'm talking about like you're having dinner at home. There's some stuff left over. You put it in a Tupperware, toss it in the fridge, and you like eat it the next day or whatever.
Yeah,
not
think
saying
about
it's someone.
it's
I'm
more
not saying
like
it's actually leftovers.
it's
It's
more
like-
like food prep, but you treat it like leftovers when you're prepping it to eat. You
Yeah,
throw it in
you-
the microwave, you heat it up, you're disappointed with how warm it got, you put it back in the microwave.
Yeah. And I don't even have a microwave, so if anybody does sign up for Factor, pro tip, takes me the directions on the oven heat up is wrong. You want to go about 12 minutes. Just saying.
Yeah, I'm telling you, but if you do it in the oven, it's way better than the microwave.
Yeah,
by far.
it's 2 minutes in the microwave, 12 minutes in the oven, regardless.
I'd rather
Takes no
take
fucking
12
time.
I'd rather take 12 minutes than 2 minutes to be like satiated and feel like I had a good meal, rather than I just ate like a rubbery piece of beef with like some mush.
Yeah. And surprise, surprise, one reason why it's so cheap, it's a lot of chicken.
Yeah.
It's good.
Beef flavored chicken.
Well, you know, like
The Texaco treat.
it's something that we've talked about on the show before. You know, we kind of it's the pizza roll theorem. It's just like, you know, it's like pizza rolls. It's like, can you make them in the microwave? Sure, if that's all you've got. But
Yeah.
if you have the ability and you
Always
have
oven.
the patience,
Or
put
the
them in
time.
the fucking oven.
I prefer the oven. Every
Time
time.
is
It's-
usually a big factor here, because
Yeah, but even if
you
it
don't
takes
always
some
have the
time-
time to do it.
Yeah, even if it
Yeah,
takes
yeah.
time, it's better spent doing it in the oven because you're
Wh-
gonna be.
What I mean is like, oh, I've got to take off in 5 minutes. Microwave takes a minute and a half, whereas the oven takes 5 minutes. I better do the microwave because I have time to do that.
Yeah, like a hot pocket. A hot pocket is like 2 to 5 minutes in the microwave. It's about 30 minutes in the oven.
Stop it, Bubba.
If you taking a hot pocket on the go, sure, microwave. But if it's like dinner time and you're just chilling,
It's gone
For the
forever,
oven.
Bubba.
Have you ever
Yeah,
had a
like-
Marie Callender's pot pie?
yeah, I love those.
Yeah.
things.
Oh, me too. I love those things. By all means, I love those things.
They
Especially
take
the
50
turkey
minutes in
oven.
the oven.
Yeah, they take 50 minutes in the damn oven, but it is so much better to
And
wait
it's-
than 50 minutes.
it's-
It's delicious.
It's like 3 minutes in the microwave or 50 minutes in the oven.
yeah,
There are
I'd
very
rather
few
take
things that
50
are better
minutes.
in the microwave than in the oven. Very few.
The only thing I use the microwave in my house for is like melting butter when I'm cooking.
I haven't had a microwave in like 7 or 8 years, so I don't know anymore.
Microwaves
I
are
use the
pretty-
I use my microwave in the morning when I'm getting ready for work, when I have day shift work, because I'm working night shift right now. But when I have day shift work, I use the microwave to heat up a Jimmy Dean sausage and egg breakfast sandwich thing.
Yeah. The sausage
Those are-
egg
those
biscuit
are
breakfast
tasty.
sandwich.
It's not biscuit, it's croissant, but yeah.
Oh, good choice.
Yeah, good choice on the good one. That's a good
Yeah.
one.
But yeah, totally understandable. On the go.
It's frozen
Something for the
biscuits can be
morning.
really hit or miss.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The biscuit ones suck. working in the frozen and dairy section at Walmart, I sampled like everything. It's biscuit one.
You're not coming on the show. Mama would get mad at me on top of other reasons.
But what was I gonna say? Like the primary things I use my microwave for is like lately I've been using it to heat water because I've gotten into drinking herbal teas.
Okay, that's a fair use of a microwave. I
Yeah.
can get behind that.
Yeah, we use an electric kettle, but perfectly reasonable.
I don't have an electric kettle. If I did, I would use it all the fucking time.
No, but a microwave is a perfectly legitimate use of.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that's fair. There's no hate coming from me on that one.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a lot better to heat up water in a microwave than in an oven.
Yeah.
Yeah, most measuring cups are not oven safe.
You gotta make sure you have a good Pyrex one.
I do have good Pyrex ones, but I don't think they're oven safe.
Yeah, some of them are and some of them aren't. It depends on when it was made.
I think most of my measuring cups are metal, so they couldn't go in the microwave anyway.
Yeah, that would be.
That is lamp oil, Bubba.
Yeah. Yeah, mine are only microwave safe.
Yeah.
I'm
And
fortunate
like
enough.
the other major use that my microwave gets is that in my pantry, I always have at least 4 cans of Chef. Because Chef Boyardee.
Oh yeah.
Stovetop, hands down.
Well, sometimes I don't want to wait that long. It's just like I don't know what else to eat. So I'll just grab a can, and in a minute and a half, I'm going to have a decently hot bowl of pasta that I can eat real quick.
But
Have you ever had beefaroni?
Oh, beefaroni is great.
Yeah, beefaroni is one of my favorites.
I always get the overstuffed ravioli.
Yeah, I get that one a lot too. My absolute favorite Chef Boyardee, though, you can't find in stores anymore. You can only rarely order it online. And that's the overstuffed Italian sausage ravioli.
Oh. I've heard rumors about that. Never seen it though. Never
I could
tried.
make that.
Yeah, like instead of the ground beef from like the normal overstuffed, it has ground Italian sausage in it, and it's in a thicker, darker red sauce.
Yeah.
It's just absolutely superior in every way.
And by the way, I want to make things clear. I do know how to cook. I'm just fucking tired after working at a manufacturing job all day.
Yeah,
So,
my wife does a
like-
fair amount of the cooking.
Yeah.
In all honesty, I do the barbecuing, and I'd probably do it a lot more if I could do one of those slow cook pellet cookers.
Yeah, my dad has
where
one
I
of
could-
those. They're fucking
Yeah.
great.
I want to get one of the Weber ones.
Mhm.
For reasons you already know about.
Yeah.
But I want to get one of the Weber ones so that I could have that all set up, ready to go. And I throw the meat on it in the morning before I leave for work, and it's done by the time I get home, and be able to maintain it via Bluetooth or Wi-Fi or whatever. That would be fucking awesome.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
the
my
next
brother-
generation.
Yeah.
My cousin has a
brother-in-law
Traeger
sniffer.
version.
In all honesty,
My
if you-
cousin. Go ahead.
Yeah,
I was
no,
gonna
you-
say, my cousin has a Traeger version, and he does that all the time. And man, I wish I had one, because that would be awesome. I'd be cooking a lot more meat.
Yeah. I mean, if you want to see me like actually cook, I feel more comfortable on a grill. Throw me outside, give me an apron, a beer, and a pack of cigarettes. I'll sit by that grill all day, make whatever the fuck you want. I don't give a fuck. Like,
I've got
Yeah,
I've
man.
got two things I like. I have a Weber Spirit, which is a small gas grill, and then I have the obligatory, because I live in a place where you can get like really good Mexican meats and stuff. I have a Blackstone grill. It's like a griddle,
yeah.
but it's the size of a barbecue. That thing is badass. I can cook up some awesome like carne asada or pollo or whatever you want on that thing, and you'll be like, whoa.
As long as you're
Never-
not cooking long pig, we're good.
I don't cook long pig.
Yeah. My dad, at my parents' place, there's just like a little smoking hut it's just bricks and then racks inside. And then like this plywood door wrapped in metal that you just sort of place in front of it. And every time we have like a big family get together, my dad's just like smoking ribs and brisket for a good 12 to 16 hours.
That's beautiful.
And like, yeah. And I sort of help him out with that. And I love that so much. It's great.
Get up early in the morning and start.
Yep.
Yeah,
Well,
I'm
everything's
the same way.
marinated like a day or two before.
Yep, you brine it and then you eat it.
Yeah.
I'm perfectly capable of cooking. I took every cooking class that I could in my high school. Like every elective cooking class I took.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I wish my high school had cooking classes. I probably wouldn't have taken them at
my
the
high
time,
school
but
had a
now I
fucking
would.
Restaurant. Like,
God damn.
my high school had a restaurant and an auto body shop.
That's cool.
My high school had an auto body shop, and we turned this 1980s Volkswagen Rabbit into the tackiest Volkswagen Rabbit ever. But we also
You can do a lot of shit with a rabbit.
Yeah, yeah, it's like an 88 Volkswagen Rabbit that a buddy of mine, his family has like so much land. He just had like, his family has so much land that they have their own graveyard for their family and their own junkyard for their cars. And he was like, hey, I like this rabbit. Let's see what we can do with that. And it was a hatchback. Like, we installed like holders for folding seats. We made it a party car and just made it tacky as shit.
Nice.
Yeah. But, much as I enjoy cooking, my real love is baking.
Baking's a lot of fun. I'll make you some
I
bomb-ass
can see
cookies
that.
someday.
I can
I
make
make
you
good-
I'll make you drool all day.
I make good cheesecake and I make good cookies.
I make great cookies. I have a cookie recipe that my grandma started and my mom and I perfected.
I also
They're
have
still
this
chewy
recipe.
after they cool. I'll put it that way.
I have this recipe for jumbo carrot cake cupcakes with a cream cheese filling and a maple cream cheese icing topping.
Dear
And
God.
those sons of bitches are amazing. I haven't
Sounds
done them in a
great.
while. The main reason I haven't done them in a while is because I have to hand grate like a cup's worth of fresh carrot to get it right.
I've been fucked over on carrot cake enough that I'm really hesitant. But I've had some good carrot cake before.
Oh, you would like
So
this.
it's not like
I guarantee you would.
all right.
And I use real maple syrup for that icing. Fuck
Syrup.
that pancake syrup.
Syrup.
Oh, I can't stand regular store-bought maple syrup. It's too thick. It leaves a film on everything. And like it's like a
Well, it's because it's cut with corn syrup.
yeah.
And pancake syrup is primarily corn syrup.
Yeah, my mom would do she'd make maple syrup using sugar, mapling, and Caro syrup.
Caro.
Yeah.
My uncle put like light corn syrup on his pancakes instead of maple.
Yeah. But I grew up with like this more thin, spreadable maple syrup, and then
What color do you prefer?
either really like a dark amber.
I usually prefer dark amber too.
Yeah.
A lot of people say it's best for baking, and they're not wrong, but I do like the more robust flavor.
Yeah, and it's like,
Occasionally I'll get regular amber if I want to change of pace, but I never get light amber. It just doesn't have enough flavor for it. You can't taste the tree, damn it.
yeah. So I grew up with my mom making this maple syrup, which, Caro syrup and mapling and shit. And then I'd go to a friend's house and they'd have like Mrs. Butterworth's or whatever. And
I was always log
it
cabin when I did
have
to have that kind of syrup.
Yeah, and they'd be like, here's some, like, I'd be over there for like a slumber party, and then their mom would make like Eggos or whatever. Yeah, here's some syrup. And then I tried that, and I'm like, no, you, gross. I don't like this.
The worst
This is not good for me.
The worst ones, though, are the ones that have the artificial butter flavor added. Those are nasty.
Can't stand it. But because of that, I also
reacted pretty violently to that.
Whenever I go out to a diner, I never order anything that requires syrup. I don't eat pancakes at diners anymore. I don't. Yeah.
I mean,
just give me some eggs and bacon. Because I don't want to.
I do have.
Unless you got like a huckleberry syrup.
Waffles.
If you have like some huckleberry syrup or something like that.
I go for that.
But I'm never getting anybody else's maple syrup because it all fucking sucks.
Yeah.
Canada knows how to do that.
Blueberry syrup, strawberry syrup, something like that. That's more acceptable because you're expecting it to be corn syrup with a flavoring.
Yeah. And even then, it's like if you're gonna get like a fruit thing for like waffles and stuff, it's like I'd prefer to have like a compote than a syrup.
Mm-hmm. And
like an actual fruit topping.
Yeah. But it's like pancakes without syrup just seems useless to me. It's not.
Again, I'm not big on pancakes anymore. I much prefer waffles.
Yeah, I'm huge on waffles. I used to make PB&Js with waffles. 2 Eggos in a toaster. Throw some peanut butter on one, some jelly on the other.
Yeah, I'm not big on Eggos anymore.
Really?
Of course, like my favorite kind of waffle is basically like Waffle House type, a diner style waffle.
Oh,
I'm now thinking about Eggo as the bread for a fried egg sandwich. I kind of want to try that now.
No,
too sweet.
Belgian waffles are kind of like big and like kind of lighter and crispy. Waffle House style waffle it's a sweet cream waffle and it's very dense.
All right.
I don't know if I'm gonna try the Eggo bread, but
I want to get back to Rimshee's idea of using waffles for a fried egg sandwich. I think that's a bad idea. I mean, go ahead and try it. You're an adult.
Well,
but Eggos are too sweet.
Yeah, Eggos maybe, because like around here, like we have White Castle, and one of White Castle's breakfast items is like these. It's like little miniature Belgian waffles, and you can get like fried egg and either like sausage or bacon on them.
Well, it depends. Are you thinking that I'd be adding syrup to it, or just the mayo that I use for my bread egg sandwiches?
I don't know if
No,
mayo and an
Eggo-
Eggo waffle would go well together.
The waffle itself is so sweet. Like, it's not. Yeah, it's not gonna be good, dude.
And even like,
I mean, try it and report back next week. You know,
I would
but-
say, I would say, if you're going to use an Eggo waffle for that, use the buttermilk style.
Yeah.
Because due to the sourness of buttermilk, those waffles aren't quite as sweet as the original or the home styles.
Well, I mean, you compare that to, say, the McGriddle, where it's basically got a... Huh? No, you're not? I like them.
No.
I like
I
them
do
better
like
than the
McGriddle.
biscuit.
But
I like them better than the biscuit one.
I prefer just the plain sausage McGriddle. I don't like adding like the egg and cheese and other stuff to it. I'm just fine with the sausage one.
I always toss on a hash brown and ketchup.
Or the chicken ones. Whenever they have the chicken McGriddle, I always try and get a few of those.
You know, I'm just realizing it has been at least 4 years since I got McDonald's.
It's been about 3 weeks for me, thanks to Factor Meals.
I get it semi-regularly because I have lunch with my grandma at least once a week, and she likes McDonald's. Also, anytime McDonald's has like the 2 for $6 deal going on, it's just like, well, that's just a good deal, so I'm gonna go in and get that.
Yeah, of course.
Well, I mean, take into account that the past 2 years are because I live way out in the fucking middle of nowhere. It takes me a half hour to get to the nearest city. It would take me... Well, no, it takes me 25 minutes to get to the nearest city, so it would take me a half hour to get to the nearest McDonald's.
Yeah.
So that kind of makes it not fast food. And then the 2 years prior to that had a lot to do with the fact that it was the pandemic.
Yeah. So I was ordering food a lot, and I didn't realize how much money I was spending ordering food. And then
yeah, it can creep up on you.
Yeah, when I started Factor Meals, I started to like really look at how much it costs. For like a McChicken and a McDouble, it costs like $30 for me to order food. So.
God damn.
Yeah. So 3 food orders is the same cost as me ordering 8 meals a week through Factor. So I'm like, all right, it's fair, good deal. All right.
Yeah, it's kind of surprising how much money you spend on cheap food that's takeout.
Yeah.
Oh, it's very inexpensive. I order off the dollar menu. You know, if you cook at home, it's pennies on the dollar.
Yeah, especially depending on what you're cooking.
Yeah, that does play a huge factor.
Never underestimate just how much you can get out of rice and beans.
Yeah, Hamburger Helper. It's in a box, but it can get stretched out pretty far.
Yeah,
well, a lot of people
there's
like,
also...
oh my god, Hamburger Helper is so nasty. It's like, because you don't know how to cook hamburger.
Yeah, that's the main reason.
You know, like I wasn't the biggest fan of Hamburger Helper because, you know, like, it was just something I kind of had to grow up on because I kind of grew up poor for a while. I'm still poor, but...
Hamburger Helper's great.
You know, it's like...
I like the stroganoff.
Well, the thing is like, my mom, and I love my mom, but she don't know how to cook hamburger in a skillet. it's like you always get like those gray bits. Is like how hers would always end up in her spaghetti. It wasn't until I got to where I am now, like where I actually cook things for myself, it actually is like I'm actually going to properly brown my meat. It's just like, wow, Hamburger Helper is actually kind of legit.
Yeah. Oh, and you bringing up cooking hamburger or just ground meat in general brought up a dark memory of a video I saw.
Oh no.
Somebody
There's one more article I want to cover, so make it quick.
I saw a video of somebody being like, "This is the healthiest way to make hamburger," and they drained all of the grease out of the pan, threw the meat into a colander, and rinsed it.
Oh no! Why?
Get rid of all the flavor.
I don't know. I think they hate themselves. It makes me sad. I'm thinking about it right now. I'm about to cry.
See, like,
it's just like
I tend to get like the leanest like ground beef. You know, like sometimes like even like the 90%, and like
that's fine
because I'm browning it. You know, like most of the grease kind of like cooks off into steam. So I don't have that much to drain usually.
No, I saw her dump all the grease, throw the ground meat into a colander, and rinse it off with water.
That's
like it was
horrifying.
Fucking noodles.
You're getting rid of the flavor. Like, don't get me wrong. A lot of that is just fat that is liquefied, and it's kind of the more liquidy bits of the fat, but still.
Also, fat's good for you. You need fat.
Fat is flavor. The whole reason we're fat right now is because they said, "Oh, America's getting fat. Let's reduce the fat. Let's make it so that you have to
let's reduce the fat, replace it with sugar."
Yeah. Now everyone is now everyone's more fat than they were before they removed the fat.
Well, yeah. It's because when you take all the fat out of the foods, also it doesn't taste good no more. And yeah, ever since the whole low-fat thing started back in like the 70s, rates of obesity and type 2 diabetes have skyrocketed.
Rocketed. Like, straight up.
You know, a lot of people don't realize there was another study that was done around the same time that all those studies coming out about high-fat diets came out that kind of got buried intentionally.
Of course it did.
By a certain
industry. Of course it did.
Yeah.
But
by the sugar
title
industry?
of the study... yeah, that industry. Because the title of the study was called Pure, White, and Deadly.
Was that a study against sugar?
Yes. It was actually a really depressing study because they had some like dogs that they, like lab dogs that they did some tests with.
Mm-hmm.
And they found that like when they gave a group of dogs, you know, like one dog group they just gave water, another they gave like water with like, you know, processed, you know, like white sugar in it.
Yeah.
And the dogs with the sugar water actually died faster.
Yeah. Sugar, carbs aren't necessarily great, depending. Like, it's... You need protein, you need
also
fat,
all those...
and you need a lot of vitamins. Leafy green vegetables, proteins, and fats.
The parts of the study, it's like, yeah, it's like refined sugar lights up the same areas of the brain that cocaine does.
Yeah. It's fucking addictive.
Which is why when I originally tried to get myself off of sugar and I just like stopped taking in unnecessary processed sugar.
You did cocaine instead. I get it. Yeah.
No, like I legitimately started suffering withdrawal symptoms.
Yeah.
You know, like, I had trouble sleeping. I was very irritable.
Yep. Yeah, I try to. It's hard for me to get off sugar because I'm a drinker,
Fuck sugar.
and that just translates to sugar.
Yes, Bubba.
Yeah, but it's like leafy green vegetables, a little bit of fat, some protein. That should be your diet.
Ideally.
Maybe some carbs, but
Like, you can have other things.
But
you
it's
know,
not like
everything
it's not
in
like the
moderation.
fucking food pyramid where everything needs to be carbs, and then
You know, the food pyramid
is
was
so
made by...
fucked.
The food pyramid is Italian.
I mean,
Yeah.
don't get me wrong. I love Italian food. And that's
Yeah,
one of the
but
main
the-
reasons why I could never, like, go full keto. It's just like, because I love bread.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pasta.
But they also use different wheat over there, so it's like
But yeah, they use what's called durum wheat.
yeah.
It's a specific kind of wheat that's perfect for making pasta.
Yeah, and it's very different than the wheat that we have here. Your gut processes it differently. It's like I don't know.
You know, like, I had some, like, penne pasta that I found in my pantry the other day. But it was gluten-free pasta that was made with, like,
Gross.
corn and rice.
Gross.
And, like, I'm sitting there eating it, like, I'm chewing it, I'm like, this is wrong. The texture is wrong.
I know some people that like vacation in Italy for a few weeks. They ate pasta every day, and they ended up losing weight somehow. It's like the pasta in America is wrong. Period.
I can neither confirm nor deny that I have had gluten-free pasta before, and I can neither confirm nor deny what my opinion of it was. No, the wife is not here, but on the off chance she ever sees this, I do want to sleep in my own bed someday.
Okay. You also don't want me to call you a Fabergé yogurt.
It was wrong. I will not have that type of pasta again. It was wrong.
Mm.
But now that Rimshee's
I think
back,
the
let's talk
pasta.
science.
I think the pasta was chickpea pasta, by the way.
I'm not big on chickpeas. I'm really not.
Welcome to the new game. I'm the new game.
Again, I want to sleep in my own bed again someday.
You know, maybe sometime we should stream exclusively on Kick so I can say slurs. It's. I mean, socially, I'm allowed to say some of them, but on Twitch, I can't, and it makes me very irritated. 'Cause-
You guys want to
Yeah,
talk
Bubba.
science?
It's up.
Yeah, we can.
Is it up?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Coming to us from livescience.com. NASA's Voyager 1 sends readable message to Earth after 4 nail-biting months of gibberish. After 4 months of being unable to detect comprehensible data from the Voyager 1 spacecraft, NASA scientists have had fresh luck after sending a poke. After a nail-biting 4 months, NASA has finally received a comprehensible signal from its Voyager 1 spacecraft. Since November 2023, the almost 50-year-old spacecraft has been experiencing trouble with its onboard computers. Although Voyager 1, one of NASA's longest-lived space missions, has been sending a steady radio signal to Earth, it hasn't contained any usable data, which has perplexed scientists. Ha! Gay! Now, in response to a command prompt, or poke, sent from Earth on March 1st, NASA has received a new signal from Voyager 1 that engineers have been able to decode. Mission scientists hope this information may help them explain the spacecraft's recent communication problems. The source of the issue appears to be one of the 3 onboard computers, the Flight Data Subsystem, which is responsible for packaging the science and engineering data before it's sent to Earth by Telemetry Modulation Unit, NASA said in a blog post Wednesday. Yeah, this spacecraft is 46 years old. And its overall computing power is less than like what's in a key fob.
Yeah.
But it's out there. It's still sending messages back.
Doing its thing.
It takes it 22 hours for us to get the signal and for it to receive anything from us.
Yeah. It kind of feels like 75-year-old grandpa just being like, "You're still doing okay, dude." Like, kind of like how we treat Joe. We're treating the. This is the same way we treat Joe Biden. Yeah, you said some things.
I wasn't gonna make it on it, but I was gonna send it to fucking Sir.
Okay, but I actually care about Voyager.
Yeah. You're sending messages out. I get it. You're okay. You're okay.
Yeah. Voyager 1 is currently the furthest man-made object away from Earth.
Nice. Yeah, there's a lot of interesting space stuff going on right now. Because there's a comet that's going to be passing by soon. We have another solar eclipse about to happen.
Which
and
I'm going to be in prime viewing area for.
Nice. And then we also have there's a star about to explode.
Another one?
Yeah, but it'll actually be like visible through a telescope, obviously. But you don't.
Maybe I'll have to set mine up.
Yeah, set up your telescope. Yeah, because there's a star about to explode. I don't know. I don't think I posted an article about it, but
if I had the money, I'd get one of those telescopes that is computer controlled with its aim, so that I could actually just set it up and have a screen and record it, and then I'd share it on here. But I got a stupid low-tech one that is an awesome gift from my parents.
My parents bought one of those secondhand, and like they were just like, "Jake, you're good with technology." Oh, sorry, I gave out my real name. My bad. Anyways, yeah, they were like, "Yeah, you're good with technology. Most of the internet knows our first names by now. Yeah,
they don't know mine.
I'm also not that secretive about my real name, so.
Yeah, I've given it out on Discord a few times.
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't think it's ever been in text,
Of the three of us, I'm the best at just like, yeah, I don't want people to know who I am.
I also just don't give a shit. If somebody wants to swap me, my apartment's so small, it'll take like 2 seconds for them to check out that like nothing's going on. So it's not.
Or just like the entry team gets stuck in the door and it's just like, just stay right there. Like, I ain't going nowhere. Do you need a hand?
Yeah. Like if they knock and they're like, "Police, open up," and then I walk over, open up. We got a report of such and such. All right,
I don't want to get swatted.
I'm live streaming right now, so this is being recorded. I would drop the green screen, obviously, to like actually record everything. But if I drop this green screen, you guys can see my entire apartment pretty much. So,
Yep. I have seen it on more than one occasion. Damn
yeah.
it.
The only
Yeah,
parts that you can't see is my bedroom that's over there, and my bathroom that's around the corner over there. Those are the only things you can't see.
Yeah, I need to clean up my office a little bit. Because once I do that, you'll be able to see my casting couch.
Yeah. You know what? Fuck it. Let's do it.
But, you know,
Here's my apartment, everybody.
And his ass crack, by the way.
Jables with a copper tone moment there, only there's no dog.
Oh.
Somebody will
Yeah,
get that
my
reference.
sister's boyfriend has been like trying to talk me into getting some sort of pet, like a cat or a dog, and I'm like, dude, I can't. My apartment's too small. And he's like, no, you could totally have a cat or something. I'm like, dude, you have not seen my apartment. Come over, see my apartment, and then try to convince me that I should have an animal.
Well, having an animal really depends on the animal. For example, having a cat, it's not so much the indoor that matters, it's more the outdoor. Assuming you're gonna let your cat go outside. If the outdoor is not conducive to a cat, it's not conducive to a cat.
Yeah. And even if I had an indoor cat, I don't have enough room
Yeah.
for like the cat to really run around and play and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. I hardly have enough room for me to run around and play. That's why I go for walks all the time.
Yeah.
I could
It's-
get fish. I think.
It's nice that Voyager is still out there.
Yeah, at least
Yeah.
something lasted from the what was it, 60s, 70s?
1977 is when Voyager 1 left Earth, September 5th.
At least something still works from the 70s.
Well, Voyager is shutting down.
Yeah.
Its onboard plutonium-powered batteries are reaching their limits.
Yeah.
All right. Whatever.
So
we should
we
shoot more probes out there.
I mean, we
go.
have, you know, like the New Horizons probe is going to be, I think, the 5th probe that we've launched that's going to escape the solar system.
Yeah.
I'd say
But
we
none
should
of
have
them-
it turn around and come back, but at the same time, that would kind of defeat the purpose.
Honestly,
None of them are ever going to overtake Voyager 1. It's just
No.
way too far out there now.
Whenever I think of like probes or anything like that, I'm always reminded about that Japanese one that could jump, that was sent to that asteroid just to shoot shit into it.
Yeah. Yep.
that one makes me.
January.
That one's so cool. It's
Like, honestly, it's a Japanese probe, but it's doing one of the most American things ever. Going somewhere else and shooting it.
they shot a bowling ball into the fucking asteroid.
Yeah, just see what it would do.
Yeah.
That is the
So
most
fucking cool.
American thing that could be done, and it was done by Japan.
Yeah.
Yep. As of January, Voyager 1 is currently 163 AU away from us. Which
I don't know what that means.
an AU, or astronomical unit, is the measure of distance between us and the sun.
Average
Okay.
measure, yeah.
So it's 163 times that distance away from us now.
All right.
About 15.2 billion miles.
Give me a landmark. Like, where's, like, is it past Pluto?
Well past.
Oh, it's way past Pluto.
All right.
It's been past Pluto for a long time.
Oh yeah, we
Yeah.
covered that a few years ago when it was passing Pluto.
No, that was
No.
a different probe.
Oh, well, fuck.
Yeah, that was New Horizons, which was sent
I
to
think
actually look at Pluto.
It is officially in interstellar space, I think. It's not
Yeah,
even
it
to the
passed the
Kuiper Belt,
helio.
though.
It passed the heliopause back in 2012.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's still sending messages back, and fortunately, we're able to understand it again.
Remember when the show used to focus on cool science shit?
Yeah.
we used to do it. It used to be like a weekly segment.
Yeah.
But
But
cool
hey,
science
you know.
stuff stopped coming out.
Yeah, to be fair, like, this is called cool.
Rimshee saying that maybe it's too bad we can't have it come back. And it's like, well, like if there's any luck, like maybe Voyager 1 will encounter a black hole and then be discovered by aliens who will turn it into a massive spaceship and then send it back to meet the creator.
Yeah.
All right, Star Trek.
I also
I had to do it
I also
because V'ger was a Voyager probe. That was the twist of the
Oh,
movie.
I know.
I also run across a lot of articles and I just forget to post them. Like we have like a new understanding of black holes now.
Yeah, honestly, well, like, it could come back, but it would never come back the way it was.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
But, like, it used to be just, we could do an entire show based on cool science articles. Now, ever since, like, 2020 was really when it went downhill.
Yeah, 'cause it was all about diseases and vaccines and all that.
Yeah.
Shit. It's like,
Yeah, we were just like, we're not going to cover the science websites for a while, guys. It's just kind of...
Yeah.
yeah,
We had to steer
see,
away.
I had to go through like 3 pages of Google to find like a cool space thing, or like one of my favorite science articles of all time is when those scientists gave those octopuses a bunch of MDMA, like a ridiculous amount of MDMA. Like when I saw the doses they were giving, I was like, "Holy shit, that's a lot."
I mean, now science is still... it's nowhere near as bad, but it's still full up of stuff on, the COVID and the COVID vaccine, and, look at... We're gonna disprove all these crazy conspiracy theories.
Yeah.
Why are we
so
focusing on the
fucking-
conspiracy theories?
Stop. Just stop.
If it's a conspiracy theory, why do you need to focus on it?
Well, it's worth focusing on some, but
Well, yeah, some.
yeah.
But it's like one of those... it's one of those things where it's like, the more attention you give it, the more it's gonna drive the conspiracy theories. So if you definitely don't believe in the conspiracy theories, if they're not true, most of the time the best thing is to just ignore them.
Yeah, but it's also like if you ignore it, then they're like, "Oh, they're silencing it." It's like, no, it's just like, it's just not worth our time.
There's a huge
Is that fair?
difference between... There's a huge difference between that's not worth... between actually saying that's not worth my time or just not bothering with it versus, oh, we're gonna disprove it. If you're putting effort into disproving it or discrediting it, that brings a lot more attention to it than just going, it's not worth my time. I'm not gonna... No.
But I think this
Well,
whole I love this whole effort that they've had over the last 4 months of trying to talk to Voyager. Because it's so old. You know, like, they're having to, like, call in people that were on the original team. They're, like, going through, like, stacks of paper and old notes.
I'm going to nickname Voyager Joe Biden.
No. No. We like
No
Voyager.
one was around
Voyager's
for
a
the
good
design of
boy.
that.
Although at this point, Joe might claim to have involvement with the Voyager program. Just give him enough time.
Honestly, if getting back to Voyager, steering away from Joe for a minute, it's what it is, man. I don't know what to say.
Do you know that Voyager 1 was actually launched, I think, like 15 days after Voyager 2?
Voyager 1 was launched after Voyager 2?
Yep.
That's weird.
Well, it's because the reason they had 2 different missions, and launching Voyager 1 after Voyager 2 gave it the trajectory that they wanted it to have.
So it was the planned mission. Got it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Voyager 1 was the first planned mission. Voyager 2 was the second planned mission. It just so happened that the launch windows lined up the way they did.
And Voyager 1, despite being launched after Voyager 2, it was launched at a much steeper angle from Earth. And that's why it ended up overtaking Voyager 2 on its way out of the solar system.
Alright.
You know, at some point when humans figure out faster than light travel, there's a good chance they're gonna target Voyager 1's trajectory and try and find it.
Oh, by the way, they're
Yeah, because
currently looking
scientists have said it's very unlikely that Voyager will ever be discovered by aliens. It's just going to drift off into the void, never to be seen again.
NASA's currently looking for people to send to Mars. And I was looking at the qualifications, and I think, Rimshee, I think you qualify.
How so?
Yep.
Military background, you know how to pilot, and then
I don't know how to pilot. Well, officially.
yeah. But yeah, I don't know, you're in good health and shit, and like I don't know, I was looking at them and I was like, nah, Rimshee fits the qualifications. Yeah, they're doing like a year thing, like test, where people will just be like isolated in this area, and sort of like simulate living on Mars. And then people that
I
pass
could
that test will
participate-
actually be sent to Mars.
I could participate in that pretty easily. The only issue is I've got a wife and kid, so no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, because that's the thing, is that, like, with
Well,
what we
I'm not
current-
saying you should go sign up. I'm just saying, like, you do qualify.
Because, like, with what we currently have, like, our current infrastructure for it, it's like, we could send people to Mars, but we can't bring them back.
Or at least we can't guarantee we can bring them back.
No, it's like, if you were to land on the Martian surface, it's like, that's a one-way trip at the moment. You're not coming back.
Oh, no. They have a way to bring people back, too. That's what this whole thing's about, is we've reached the point where we could also bring people back.
Oh, we've
But-
now reached that point. And so, I
But
was
you'd have to
basing it
live on
how
Mars.
it was before.
Yeah, it would take like 2 years to get to Mars, and then you have to live on Mars for like 2 years, kind of setting shit up.
Yeah.
And then it would take another 2 years to come back. So it's like a decade that you're losing.
Yeah. If I was single and didn't have a kid, I'd
Well, it's a
consider it.
6-year mission.
Yeah.
You'd
I am
basically
not
be out there for a year
sacrificing-
longer than the Enterprise, only not nearly as involved.
Yeah.
I am not sacrificing 6 years with my kid, although it sounds fucking awesome. If I'm being
Yeah,
honest,
fair
it
enough.
sounds awesome.
Yeah. If you didn't have a kid, I'd be
Yeah.
practically bullying you into getting involved in the program. Like,
Yeah, because
but the fact that you have a kid prevents me from doing that.
no human, as of yet, has set foot on another planet.
Mm-hmm.
And if anybody's like, but the moon doesn't count. The moon is a
The
satellite.
moon's not a planet.
It's a moon.
It is a satellite.
Yeah.
It's a natural
I mean, the
satellite,
closest-
but it is a satellite.
The closest I have to anybody I know doing cool space shit is a buddy of mine sent his pubes into space one time.
Why?
And you're like, Of
What?
the planets that are close to us, the only one that we can set foot on is Mars.
Yeah.
As of right now.
Yeah. So
Well,
my
Mercury is too close to the sun.
And
Could only safely be in the dark side of it.
yeah, and Venus,
And Venus
is
will kill you.
yeah. Like I said, as of right now, the only one we could safely land on is Mars. Humans are crazy. I mean, we figured out ways to go down to the deepest parts of the ocean. Hell, we found a way to go into space. We'll figure something out.
96% of the ocean is still unexplored.
Yeah. I'm not saying it isn't.
Yeah,
I'm
like-
saying we figured out ways to, not that we've successfully conquered it. We haven't.
Every spacecraft/probe that we've sent to Venus hasn't lasted more than a matter of hours.
Oh, I know. I know. Humans will find a way. It'll probably
But it's
take
not
a few
just-
centuries,
The
but
thing
we'll
is,
find
like,
a way.
with Venus, it's like, it's not just the pressure, it's that its atmosphere is also highly acidic, and it is extremely hot.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, we'll figure a way. It might take a few centuries, but we'll figure out a way. Hell, it may be terraforming. We may turn it into another Earth.
Like I said, my buddy sent his pubes into space. We can do anything.
Yeah.
By the way, I do want to tell this story. I have a buddy that works for Boeing, and they were sending a pretty much like a case full of materials into space to see how they reacted to like
Cosmic
solar
radiation and stuff like
solar radiation without an atmosphere. So there were like a bunch of materials in there, like gold, platinum, all sorts of different metals. And he was like, "How about I just put my pubes in there too?" And him and three of his buddies that were working on the project were like, "Yeah, let's send our pubes to space." Fuck it.
that. Oh, pioneers.
Yeah. I'm not gonna give out his name, but shout out that dude. You know who you are.
If you ever
You
happen
and
to
your
be
three
watching
buddies.
this, we salute you.
Yeah. This is also a guy that got like a grant from the government to study the purity of MDMA around the world. So he got sent a bunch of samples of Molly. And then he tested all of them. And then he just started doing a shit ton of Molly and gave it out to everybody else too. Like, he's a wildcat.
All right, tests are done. Party!
Yeah. I love that guy. He's so fun.
Hey, like, a lot of people don't realize just how hard a lot of scientists go.
Yeah. No, I got government permission to possess this. It's fine. Don't worry about it. I have my little waiver in my pocket. We're good.
I loved Miles Powers' description of what scientific discovery is actually like most of the time. He's
Well,
it's almost never like a eureka moment. It's almost always a case where it's just like you'll come across some guy who's just like standing around like, well, that's odd.
Yeah. It's a lot of that didn't happen like I expected it to. Or it's
It's
like, what
it's like, why
happens
is
if I
that
do
happening?
this? Yeah, it's either why is that happening or what happens if I do this. That's a lot of scientific discovery.
Yeah, it's very rarely like the eureka sort of thing.
Yeah, it's not
That
sitting down
usually-
in a bathtub and it starts to spill over. And then eureka. Woo.
Yeah, that usually
displacement.
happens. That usually happens during engineering projects where you're trying to come up with a solution, and then finally you're just sitting there and you're dropping a deuce, and all of a sudden, oh my god, the design of the sphincter is perfect for this specific seal we need.
Or it's like you're taking down to take a shit, comes out real fast, you get some splashback, and then, oh, that's right, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, it's almost always an engineering project that you get the eurekas.
Post splash clarity.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of
I've
things
got
like that,
nothing
though.
else.
It's like like my new mentality about suicide and depression and shit. That was just like I heard a few words and then I just had to, oh shit, okay, yeah. It should just, I don't know, weird shit happens. Anyways, we've done our time.
Do.
Let's just end
Oh,
the
yeah.
show. Everybody, thank you for watching. I'm looking at you, Skull, because you're the only person watching.
You're the only one
This
who
has
cares,
been the
man.
Lesser Saints Discord. We go live every Sunday at 1:30 p.m. Pacific time, 4:30 p.m. Eastern time, and we'll see you next week.
Yeah.